Good morning, students. We're in June. There aren't that many more days of the 11th grade for you. You're about to turn in your semester-long project where you got to learn about whatever it is that you wanted to learn about and then teach it to those of us in the class, your classmates and your teacher included. That's what your research project was. Learn about something that you want to learn about and then teach it to us. This is supposed to be a happy occasion because you've done so much hard work. But it's difficult to look at what is happening in our world and consider this a happy occasion. None of us could have known how much history we would be living through in the 5 short months of the year 2020. We must remember what is happening. We must remember in order for history to be complete. History is not complete without us. And it is our duty to history to remember and to document what is happening. In 1992, when there were the riots after the horrible Rodney King beating, I was a teenager like you. I was probably about a year and a half older than you are now. I had just turned 18 and I was in my first year of college at PCC. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing on television. This is before the internet, it's before cell phones. It's hard to imagine our world without them, but that's the world that I grew up in. And we were so scared at home. The only way you could contact, or your parents could contact you, was if you went to a payphone and made a phone call home and said, "Mom, are you okay?" And my mom didn't know if I was okay because I was at school. And I remember I came home. My sister was in 11th grade. And so we went to go pick up my sister to make sure she was all right. And my mom didn't send her to school the next couple days. And we just stayed at home. My dad, one of his jobs at that time, he worked at a hospital. And he was a security guard. And I was really, really scared for my dad because the uniform that they had him wear looked like a police officer's uniform, even though it wasn't. And I was scared someone might think, he wasn't a security guard. He worked, at that time, he was a security guard at night, and in the daytime, he worked at an Army Navy surplus store. It's kind of like a thrift store, where he would fold clothes and bring stock from the back. Those are the two jobs that he had when I was your age. And he didn't have any days off. He would work 5 days a week for the night job and 5 days a week for the day job. But he would set it up so that on 2 days he had 2 nights off, and then on 2 days he had 2 days off. And we were just at home and we were watching the news, maybe like some of you were watching the news, and we didn't know what was going to happen. I remember the liquor store at the corner of where we lived got attacked overnight. This guy drove a van into it, and they went in and took a bunch of stuff. It's just the way it goes. You don't pick what history you're going to be a part of, but you are a part of history. So I urge you to stay a part of history and be as safe as you can in our city is not the safest place, but it's safer than a lot of other places. So just please, 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 please stay safe. You've made it to the end of 11th grade, and there's a few more steps to go. Make sure that you do your best on the research project, and that above all things, that you are safe. Me and all your teachers, we love you, we miss you, and we are worried about you because of what could happen. So please stay safe.